Hi there. I'd like to welcome you to my new series, Tips and Tricks, of course with me, Fall Guys Moose. I think this will be a pretty fun series I'll do probably once a week. And, it's pretty self-explanatory, but in each episode, of course, I'll go over a few tips, a few tricks, maybe some pointers, maybe just some strategies that you may not already know, or you could use some help on. Before we get started, I just want to say some of these may appear to be a little tricky, or saying like, you might think you never want to try, but I encourage you to try them all. I can tell you from experience, I have failed, most of them many times while I was practicing them. But in the end, you'll end up winning more games by using some of these strategies than you would if you had just ignored them. So, with that being said, let's not take any more time and let's get right into the first tip. So on Penguin Pool Party, the best thing to do is not try at all because it's stupid. On Penguin Pool Party, you can actually jump here into this crevice and hang out. If for some reason you get really far behind on Party Promenade and don't feel like finishing, you can get up here. Simply come over, give a few hops, and let the balloon take you. On Dizzy Heights, there's a more rare variation that has 3 discs on either side at the end. So instead of jumping from one to the other to the next, you can actually skip from the first to the third, simply jump and dive, and you get an easy first place. This next one may be more advanced or intermediate, but on Tiptoe Finale and also Tiptoe, you can actually jump and dive and stay on the tile and yet tap the next ones to reveal the path. So as you can see here, jump, dive, that one's not it, and you can carry on and easy crowns. I should note this is a little easier on Tiptoe Finale because there's only you and your teammates, whereas on regular Tiptoe you have about 10 people on a single tile, all body blocking, trying to get first. So while it will work for Tiptoe, it's best for Tiptoe Finale with teammates. So if you're feeling competitive and you're playing extreme Lily Leapers, you can come across the middle. And this next one is a very important one on Slime Climb. It simply involves you jumping from this second yellow beam here onto this edge and straight up to the slime, and directly from there, hammer skip up to the ledge. And I'm going to play this one more time actually and slow it down to give a little bit better of a description here. So, as you can see, when we jump on this yellow beam, turn your entire body to face, jump on the ledge, and as soon as you hit the ledge, you jump and then dive. The hammer skip is a little more self-explanatory, but can be tricky because it depends where the hammer is and the speed it's going. But as you can see, you simply jump, you can land on the center or the hammer itself, and then straight onto the ledge above. When it comes to grabbing the crown on Lost Temple, you always need to double dive. As you can see here, I got a little far behind, but because this bean didn't know how to double dive and I did, I was able to get the crown. So, double diving can be a little tricky, but essentially you need to jump, of course, dive onto the first lily, quickly onto the second, and then grab the crown. The reason we do this is because there's a lot of great players who will do this tactic as well, and you simply have no chance of beating them without this strategy. Here's a good example. I actually had a perfect run during this Lost Temple final. I didn't get any doors incorrect. I doubled over at the end, and yet this player still almost caught up to me because they did a double dive as well. Here's a pretty fun one on Hoopsie Legends. You can actually jump off of the head of either a teammate or an opponent and get this gold right here if there's no platform nearby. Another fun one, this one on Jump Club. If you get caught on the bar, do not panic. The worst thing you can do is jump when the bar is going too fast. You'll die immediately. Instead, what you want to do is move your left stick away from the bar and towards the center. This way you can still stay alive without falling off, of course, and it actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, that just about does it for today's video. I appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. I look forward to hearing about you guys trying out some of these strategies maybe for yourself. Like I said, some of them may be a little tricky at first, or you may not be sure, but I just encourage you to give it a go. I can tell you I failed many times with pretty much all of these strategies, while I was learning them, and I still fail sometimes. So, like I said, just give it a go. Tell me how it goes. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.